not only is your documentary really, really good, but it could possibly be nominated for an Oscar. You could win an Oscar for that documentary.
Tell your audience
Okay.
that's what I'm wishing for. I want one of those little statues that I saw the other day at the dinner at the governor's ball.
Yeah.
I saw them, and I was worried they would give them all away. I want them to keep a little one for me.
All right.
So tell them.
Yes.
Tell them.
Yes, Dr. Ruth should win an Oscar. This is Sex for Dummies. This is your 45th book, is that correct?
Yes.
That's amazing.
I do talk the books, and Pierre Lay, who writes them. And this one is the 4th edition of Sex for Dummies. And the Wiley, the publisher, called me and said that's what they want. And I'm very happy because look at your audience. That's the book for them.
Uh-oh. She just called all of you dummies.
No, I said everybody can learn. And what the wonderful thing is about this book, you don't have to read the whole book. You just look at the little symbols here of what you want to talk about. And I'm talking about some things. Don't read now. Like now, talk to me.
Sorry.
But what the wonderful thing is about the book is that you can read only the things that you're interested in.
Right.
I have new chapters in there. For example, on a serious note, I'm very worried about the millennials, your audience. I'm very worried about them losing the ability that you have, you are brilliant in it, of having a conversation. Because everybody, not your audience, everybody else is on the phone. And we are going to lose that ability of conversing and of having conversation. The other thing that I'm talking about here of all ages is the issue of loneliness, because, and you have addressed that too, and I'm worried about that of all ages. I'm worried that people are kind of giving up trying to have relationships. They are giving up on making sure that they find somebody who smiles when you come home at night. And you know, what you just did with that thing fits into my book. You will give them a book, Sex for Dummies.
No, they know what they're doing. Look at her.
But they don't need me.
We have audience questions. I love things like this because the audience is going to ask you some sex questions, and you're going to answer them.
Okay.
Oh, they're on the card.
Explicitly.
Yes. Okay. Tuesday Powers. That's your name, Tuesday Powers. Wow,
That's first names.
what a great name. At what age do men's sex drives decrease? My friends and I are over 50, and we've noticed that we want sex more often. Women, as they age, want sex more often, but the men's sex drive seems to decrease.
First of all, a very good question. And I do believe I did a book, but I'm not bringing it here now. Sex over 50 doesn't fit your audience. However, people have to learn that they can be sexually active until a late stage in life if they are smart, if they know that at a certain age to engage in sex in the mornings, the testosterone level is highest, and people, older people, should get up in the morning, go to the bathroom, have a little breakfast, back into bed. And it is not true that women don't like to have sex in the mornings after a good night's sleep. And whoever they are with, they should also go back into bed. Women, if they are with a man and if it is intercourse, then women have to know to use a lubricant, never to engage in sexual intercourse without a well-lubricated vagina. Now, it holds true for two women too. They should also use a lubricant. I don't want people to tell me that intercourse was painful. That's the important thing, because then she's going to say, it hurts. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So the takeaway here is lubricant. All right, we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back with more questions. We have someone named
Not
Lindsay.
only the audience, you too.
Yeah.
You can say a friend of mine.
Yeah, you're helping everyone. You're helping me and everyone. Lindsay Green is here, and she says, how often should you be having sex with your partner to keep your marriage healthy and happy?
Very important question. I could never answer that. There are times that you feel good, you have a good job, you are visiting Ellen on her show, and you might come home nicely sexually aroused. Don't waste that moment. Have sex, but don't just pick up somebody. Have sex with that person that is your husband or wife or companion or whatever, and make the best of it.
Like, I don't think there's a normal, I think you're also saying sometimes you're healthier and in the mood more, and sometimes you're not. So
Right.
there's not really a set, it's not like you're supposed to have sex every day or twice a week or whatever. It's just when you're healthy and happy.
Right.
Lisa McCarley, she says, is it common or normal for women to lose interest in sex after menopause?
Definitely not. Loud and clear. For your young audience, make sure that everybody knows that that's a myth.
That's a myth.
A
There
myth.
she is. Tell her it's a myth.
Even after menopause, a woman still does feel sexual arousal and wants to have that orgasmic response, especially if she's in a relationship that she's happy about. Again, I have to say something about the Jewish tradition. In the Jewish tradition, it says that even after menopause, a husband is still obligated to provide sexual satisfaction to his wife. So that proves it's not just for having children. It proves that it cements the relationship, and it proves that you should never put sex on a back shelf.
All right, wonderful. Okay. Those are great. Ask Dr. Ruth is available on Hulu. I want to thank Dr. Ruth, Maya Rudolph, and John Dorenbos. I'll see you tomorrow. Be kind to one another. Bye.
Be kind.